Nurses need to shape policy, proactive rather than reactive. We have tended as an organization and as a profession to be reactive. We stay at home taking care of our patients, doing really good work, while other people come to Jefferson City or go to Washington, D.C. and decide and shape the policy, and then we go, oh, that's not the way that should be. That should be different. That didn't consider the needs of our patients. That wasn't really the policy that would work the best for us, and that certainly limits our practice as nurses. Why do they do stuff like that? We do stuff like that because we don't always hear from nurses and we don't always hear patients' perspective. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but one of the things I think we need to do is improve the relationships and the function of state boards of nursing and the professional associations, American Nurses Association and the Student Nursing Association. Not only in Missouri, but nationwide. And certainly we've been active in national healthcare reform process. By the way, are you aware that the American Nurses Association was in support of the federal healthcare reform bill from day one all the way through to the end, and they still are. Thank you, Lucy. And because it makes a difference for our patients and it makes a difference for nursing as well. So there's some real breakthroughs in that federal healthcare reform for nurses. The first experiment in funding graduate nursing education in a clinical setting in a similar way that graduate medical education has been funded for years and years and years. It's called Medicare dollars. This is a new day in terms of nursing education and in nursing clinical education as we move into the future. I just want to say a few things about increasing nursing's political savvy. The first thing you have to do is register to vote. I am surprised, I am continually surprised at the number of people that don't register to vote. And then it's a whole nother issue after people have registered to vote and then don't go to the ballot box. That's a whole nother issue. But you need to register to vote, and you need to register to vote in your local community as much as possible. Now, whatever you consider that to be. I know often on the Truman State campus there's a Vote Local campaign to try to get students to register and actually engage on local issues. Some people in the local community are frustrated by that because they think Truman students are voting as uninformed voters. And what I often say to local folks, oh no, they're actually probably better informed on the local issues than you are because they actually read the paper. So I would encourage you, even as a student, to engage in the process and to vote. Critically important. And of course, we often make the joke, vote early and often. That's actually called voter fraud, but and polls are scary places. Take someone with you. So if you can encourage other people to vote. If you can't think about it any other way, I often hear people say, you have to vote because it gives you the right to complain. That if you don't vote, you can't complain. So we do a lot of that.